Hello, everyone. It's I, Kevin, coming to you from my studio once again. This time, bringing you a bass shootout between my precision bass, which is also a Fender Jazz Bass Special. Basically, it's a Japanese-made late '80s PJ bass. My Stingray and my parts build jazz bass. Going to be demonstrating it on my song Wartime, my band song War Times, and it's to get the idea of which bass sounds better in a full metal mix. Just going to demonstrate my signal chain beforehand, though. Got a SSQ analog obsession, mixer, compressor, multiband compressor, tube saturator, fresh air for some extra presence, more fit so I can mix with my headphones on, and a master limiter. Tuner on the bass master bus, master EQ, compressor, analog rock noise gate, SansAmp clone VST, SHB1 by 9 amps, tube power amp, Pulse by Lancaster Audio, doing a Hardkey 4x10 by Shiftline impulse response and a SM7B horn impulse response, which I got off of YouTube. I'll link that in the description later. And a master limiter. The clean bus, we got a pitch shifter, a delay with chorus, and a volume booster. Lastly, on the distortion bus, we've got a Greed Smasher, which is a guitar plugin that I really like for both guitar and bass because of how nice it sounds. It's not too high gain, but it does add a little extra sparkle when needed. And the TSC BOD again with the gain cranked and the level more or less centered. Anyways, here goes nothing. Okay. Test 1, 2, Pizza Cat. Alright, just gonna share my final thoughts after listening and playing to each bass. I'm kind of. It's more or less a tie with me, but I will say the Fender PJ bass, the Jazz Bass Special that I own, which is basically just another term for fancy PJ bass, did have the most warm clank to it, which I guess is a meaningless term, but I do think it's set in the mix well. I think the jazz bass cut through the best, but the Stingray sort of held its consistency throughout the whole mix. I'd say probably because of the preamp in it. On a side note, the TBX tone control on the Jazz Bass Special was in the middle. Jazz Bass tone was all the way up, and the preamp on the Stingray was flat. Well, I'll let you make your own conclusions. I will say I generally prefer to play the Fender because of how light and easy to play it is. Well, have a good night, good day, whatever. Brains.